How strong was Sonic in Sonic Prime? Let's get into it. So first, let's establish just how powerful Sonic is. So we know Sonic was able to create a huge explosion in this fight with Eggman. Essentially, Eggman had created a bomb that literally just took all the kinetic energy that Sonic was outputting and turned it into one big explosion of energy. And as you see from Shadow, he literally says that the shit literally shook the world. As you can see, this is the explosion from Shadow's perspective, just showing on how grand of a scale this explosion was. Think of world, you would normally think of like a planet or society, but we know that world or Sekai can be world, society, or the observable universe. World would mean universe in this case due to the fact that the prime world is just split up into a bunch of different, parallel worlds or universes. Anytime the word world is used in a series, they're typically just referring to another universe. At the bare minimum, I think this would put Sonic at least multi-solar system level in terms of destructive capacity, which obviously would scale as AP to the same thing. Also, from what I've seen, multi-solar system is just the most consistent scale for you to be able to shake the universe. And the Sonic gets even stronger than that when he's amped by 4 prism shards, which literally are used to hold the prime world together. And as Shadow said, the shards are literally used to hold their reality together. So when Sonic broke the Paradox Prism, he essentially broke the reality and split it into like 4 or 5 different universes. Sonic even has the shard energy of a single shard radiating throughout his body. Eggman essentially thought that Sonic had stolen a power supply, obviously, which is the shard, due to him being able to put out the same amount of energy as the shard. Moving forward, 9 just proceeds to amplify the shard energy that's already in Sonic with the shard energy obviously from the 3 shards that are sitting up in the prism, which just allowed Sonic to destroy this amped up artificial version of Eggman, which basically had almost as much shard energy as him. With the prism creating this multiverse and Sonic obviously taking in all that energy, it will put him in that low multiversal tier of power. Then in the final battle with 9, we know that he fully charged himself with the energy from the prism, and obviously he put the prism fully back together. Following that up by saying he's going to show his full force or his full power, which you see Sonic's able to overpower in just his base state. Sonic's also able to evenly clash with this version of 9 as well. And we see Sonic's able to clash with this version of 9 in base, which should basically surpass anything prior to this point. So you can argue Sonic literally just surpassed his earlier state that was amped by the shards. Or maybe this version of Sonic is built different compared to 9, due to the fact that Sonic literally already had prism energy to begin with, and then 9 is just amplifying it with the prism energy he took from the shard. So 9 was taking in energy while the energy Sonic already had was just getting intensified. Lastly, we'll be getting into Sonic's speed. Can't scale my nigga Sonic without going over his speed. That's just a given. I don't got any calcs or nothing, so we just gonna go with, versus battle wiki. MFTL plus sounds about right for my nigga Sonic. We know my nigga is a speedster. Especially since we're dealing with like multiple realities and shit, so with that kind of power, he's gotta be at least that fast. My nigga Sonic is cracked just in his base form. This the end of the vid. Let me know y'all thoughts, and if y'all wanna see more content like this, and I'll see y'all boys in the next one.